Hey guys, Tyrup here, bringing you Warcraft Wednesday once again. We're on Terenas stand, playing for today's spawning in the north. We've got Infi playing as Orc, getting himself out a Blade Master, no barracks, going for a super fast tech here. Face off against them in the south. We have Colorful playing as a Night Elf, himself out a Demon Hunter. Going for some AOW creeping on this mercenary camp. Can be a little bit of a tricky camp to creep.
Let the killing begin.
Looks like he's going yet for the lightning shield there. Yonan here doing his best to interrupt things. Steals away the forest troll shadow priest, does Infi. And there we go. Oh, he's gone for the steal. Oh, when he gets it. Going for the steal on this one too. Not quite. But either way, some important experience taken away from the Demon Hunter there. Nice work by Infi. Blade Master over here. Oh, gets mana burnt. They're going to slug it out. Pops the Windwalk just before next mana burn was ready to go. Finds a Wisp and forces the detonate there. Nicely done. Demon Hunter sticks around, gets level 2, gets the Slippers. Pretty good item from there. And it looks like the Blade Master going to pull back, maybe item creep these camps in the middle. But we've got a Wisp here scouting that as well. He's gone for it though. Oh boy. You can see he was trying to avoid the frost armor interrupting his creeping. But didn't quite get the dispel in time. Now he's in trouble and the Wisp block coming in. Doesn't quite get the kill, but nice attempt there from Colorful. Blade Master has to pull back. He's got the clarity, he's got the heal self. Out of action for a bit of time. Looks like maybe he's going to steal a camp from here. Bringing Shadow Priest back across. Meanwhile back at base. Cool structures completing here. Take a look at the differences in tech timing here. You can see how fast the tech was. And a Hunter's Hall going down.
We're under attack.
So I guess we're going to see some bears later on. Okay, Blade Master steals the big Cobalt.
My life for the Horde.
Now staffing out. Back to base. And now he's going to complete this camp. Don't think he has enough units here to force the lightning shield though. Oh, but he even picks up the forest troll berserker here. Interesting. Quite a big investment here into the mercenaries with his, along with his fast tech. There we go, level 2 on the Blade Master also gets a greater healing potion. Back the other side, Demon Hunter coming across, picked up a Flute of Accuracy. Doesn't have that many range units. Looks like he's coming across for a bit of an attack, maybe to interrupt creeping. No. Second thoughts, and now he's going to steal the big Cobalt on the other side as well. What's his item going to be this time? Gloves of Haste. Also got the claws there. Both players getting the Slippers. Whoa, Naga Sea Witch, okay. We're going to see a bit of an aggressive mid-game from Colorful. Along with some Dryads. He's picking up a Shredder as well. Bolster his lumber. We're going to see if...
Want to see
this expansion? I'm not really sure.
Research complete.
He's got the Ancient of War here, soaking the damage from this Renegade Wizard camp. Meanwhile, back the other way. They're creeping on the expansion position. Up a pendant of energy. Always good in Reforged to make note of what items these actually are. Just they look quite a bit different. Apart from the claws, of course.
We're under attack.
Okay, Demon Hunter coming across. Gonna look for some aggressive mana burns. Now these level 3 doesn't really need to creep up any further. And coming to interrupt the orc creeping to try and deny level 3 to the Shadow Hunter. But that might not work out so well. First raider out. I imagine he doesn't have a snare quite yet. There goes all the mana. I can see which coming back in. Blademaster meanwhile looking to cancel the second law. The second law a little bit later, maybe because of the fast shredder. So Blademaster does get the cancel on it there. So he's got the talisman of evasion there. And okay, staffing back to base. Felt threatened enough by that push. And looks like he's going to get his archer for the trouble. Well-timed windwalk. Only got burnt for 20 mana there. And staying on the offensive here. Going after the Sea Witch and snare. And he's going to have to town portal out the last second. 5 health left. Takes down the Shadow Priest. His own Berserker gets out of there. Torn Totem in the back there.
Work complete. Ready to
Out
ride.
a Spirit Walker to go along with his Raider army. Okay, second law just about complete now. Tree of Ages only just starting up now. I feel like it's maybe slightly late of a tick. Colorful going to have stacks of lumber. I'm not entirely sure what that shredder was all about. To super low.
The spirits of the earth.
Got a replenishment potion though. Making use of that now. He's also got a greater mana potion. Might be okay on the Sea Witch once she hits level 3 with the level 2 Fork Lightning. Shadow looking to get level 3, doing a bit more creeping. Blademaster coming on the offensive. Staffing out. He's made good use of those staffs so far though in the Blademaster. Boosting its mobility even further. Oh wow, I didn't even notice this Tree of Life. I was wondering, I felt like his timings were a bit slow, you know, as I said on his tick. Obviously that's because he put down the Tree of Life. Didn't notice that. Sometimes, you know, when you don't have the proper observer mode on, it's easier to miss those kind of things without the fog active. Sometimes you think that these buildings are maybe just not there anymore like that.
We're under attack. For the Horde.
They're just shadows of them the former selves.
Research complete.
Both players sitting close to 50 food here. Expansion coming up the other way for Infi. So they're going to hit their expansions at pretty similar timing. Goldmine's going to entangle with pretty similar timing. So yeah, I was right. The shredder was because he was going to go for an expansion. Oh, here we go. Shadow Priest in some trouble. Blademaster chops it down quick. Drops it creeping a little bit as well. That dried super low in health. Very high mana though, so he can pull that back to the Moonwell for some healing. Oh, yeah, he's got some. A little bit of mana left. Oh boy. Oh, I was looking at that. Here comes the Orc army getting aggressive on the Demon Hunter. He's got the greater healing. And he's got a town portal on the Sea Witch. Raiders getting on top of the Dryads here. Sea Witch in a little bit of trouble. This is a lot of raiders, and there we go, town portal out. Takes down one raider. Ancient War going to fall quickly, and with this many raiders, the Tree of Life's going to be in trouble. No Nature's Blessing upgrade. Doesn't have the armor boost. But it looks like he's going to pull back. Doesn't want to try press in. Looks like it was the Book of the Dead that really swayed that engagement. Because things go so smoothly. Stuff's back. Gonna look for the few consumables here. He's got double scroll of healing, so can continue to apply pressure here. Looks like Infi's got a bit of a lead at this particular stage, but we will see those bears shortly, I imagine. Maybe that will turn things back around. No, it's going to be mountain giants, in fact. Okay. I'm still looking to chop down this low health dryad, but can't quite find it. Here we go, Shredder back the other way. Looks like he basically took all of his lumber peons off lumber, put them in the expansion, so it does need that shredder. Starting to run out of wood a little bit.
Upgrade complete.
The last camps left on the map there. A lot of creeping so far this game. Got this one here. This one here, that's about it. One guy left here. Okay. Okami coming across. Book of the Dead has worn off. Two mountain giants in the mix now.
We're under attack.
Just going out doing some scouting. Okay. Fight starting up. Raiders trying to get on top of the Dryads, but the mountain giants doing some good blocking in the front. Nice activations of the taunt as well, really hampering their progress towards the Dryads. And these Raiders are going down so quickly now. The Orb of Venom on the Demon Hunter. He's spitting out so much damage. You got another Forked Lightning in, and this is not going well for Infi, I would say. Quite a few units. You see a few of these Dryads are going down now as well. Both players are basically dead even food here. But it looks like Infi having to pull back. And that can be tricky against the Cold Arrow and the Dryad Slow. Doesn't have boots on the Naga, getting blocked by the Mountain Giants as well, unable to chase the Blade Master. But I'd say overall that fight went in favor of Colorful. Did he use both his heal scrolls as well? I think he did. Oh no, maybe just one. Okay, one heal scroll. Still think it went to Colorful, but maybe not by quite as much as I originally thought. I thought he used both the heal scrolls. Nice activation, switching them to Ethereal here so they can't get chased down by the Dryads. While the rest of the army chases around, fires the Naga Sea Witch, but can't really pounce on him. Yeah, rather. And while this has been going on, kind of stalling. Getting his tier 3 going, getting the Tauren Chieftain, and this time he's gone Town Portal out. So that was overall pretty good stall. After Infi lost that last fight, kind of regrouped, ran around, stalled. But speaking of stalling, Colorful also happy to see that because he's putting up expansions of both the other positions. Going to be hard to counter both of these. Might get one of them, but hard to get both. 1-1 upgrades here on the Mountain Giants. 1-0 upgrades actually on the Raiders and Grunts. No.
My life for the Horde. Complete.
For a second I thought it was armor upgrade, I misread it. Blade Master gets intercepted there, has to staff out to safety. No fortified upgrade on these burrows, so they are a little bit exposed. And here we go, Dryads dancing forwards, looking for this Orc army.
Research complete.
Infi about 5 food behind, not a huge disadvantage. Picking up the war clubs here, and he's coming in. Dashes through the shot very quickly. The Orc army back here threatening though. And now he's got 1-1 upgrades. Oh, Shredder gets found. Looks like he's trying to bring it in to assist with this fight. He cut down pretty quickly. Pulling back. The fight is underway. Quite a lot of damage onto this mountain giant straight away. Kodo trying to speed scroll in and chomp down on those Dryads, but good evasion so far from Colorful. Looks like we're going to see one mountain giant going down though. Tauren Chieftain with the endurance aura doesn't really need the stomp or the shockwave against a mostly Dryad army. What's the aura instead? Is going after the second mountain giant. Might be able to starve this one out though. Giant's coming back in. Mountain giant staffed out. And now the town portal out. So this time the Orc army coming out on top. He's even getting a couple of Taurens in the mix.
Ready to ride.
But this time it was kind of Colorful stalling while both his expansions go up. Looks like the Orc army coming out to the far side. Going to get rid of one of them, but Blademaster alone probably not going to be able to chop through this expansion. He's aware of it now at least. Yeah, tough to contain those Night Elf expansions. That's really one of them here. And to my eye, it doesn't look like he's got pillage. And there we go, expansion down. Colorful still with about a 5 food advantage, gone 1-2 with his upgrades. Mountain Giant just about back up to full. Oh my god! Look at this! He's managed to sneak some chim roosts into the trees. Is this just like a graphical bug? It must be. And he's got some chims out. I didn't even notice this. Oh boy. Okay, chims. Good counter to the Tauren. They're focusing them down pretty quickly, but Demon Hunter also getting low. Heals up though, gives him a little bit more staying power. The chims finally go down to the focus fire from all of the range. One of them does, second one also getting low. There we go, second one down. Looks like he's going to be able to take down one Tauren. He's got the master training on the Spirit Walkers though, so should be able to raise that. I think he's got enough mana on that one. Oh, very rare to see a late game tier 3 battle like this. Chims versus Tauren. With master trained Spirit Walkers to raise the Tauren. I think at this stage it kind of comes down to hero levels.
Ready to ride.
Appears like we've got a bit of a bug in the observer overlay. You can see the Tauren Chieftain over here.
We're under attack.
Here come the chims again. And this is where that True Shot aura comes in clutch. He doesn't have much of a front line anymore. Kind of just the Demon Hunter. Most of the Mountain Giant's been taken care of. Good action in the front from the Demon Hunter though. Chims really quick at knocking down those Tauren. The Chims are also getting focused down very effectively. Oh, the Blademaster goes down! Oh, big mistake from Infi there. It's a huge portion of his damage. Trying to focus down these Taurens still. They keep coming back. A couple Mountain Giants to the mix finally. But here we go, seeing the Tauren getting revived in the back. Here comes the Demon Hunter, he's back. Stomp there, stuns both the Mountain Giants, both the heroes as well. Pretty effective stomp. And the Chims are gone now, allowing the Tauren to start dishing it out to these Mountain Giants. Quite a lot of normal damage left in the Orc army. Takes down a Raider. Colorful trying to pull back here. I think he should be able to win this without the Blademaster in the fight. That's a tight one. Mountain Giant falls. Another Raider falls. Blademaster brought back. And it looks like with that, maybe a bit of a disengage, threatening to come over here and knock out the expansion.
Ready to ride.
So Colorful has to stay somewhat within range and picks up another Tauren revived again. These Spirit Walkers, really good value so far. Must have revived like 15 Tauren or so by now. Chimru's still pumping. He's got the double expansions running, remember.
Ready to ride.
So even if maybe Infi's getting slightly better value thanks to these Tauren getting resurrected, Colorful's able to keep pace thanks to his second expansion. It may even take over now that the mains have run dry, running 2 mines to 1 rather than 3 to 2. It's intercepted there, knocked down quickly, and with that we've got 5-5 on the Orc heroes. 2 Chims, 1 Mountain Giant, only a few Dryads. Colorful's got a lot of production ready, but I think it's all in his buildings. Not ready to fight yet. Expansion goes down. We're getting the detonate. Maybe without the mana, this won't be quite so scary. Oh boy, Naga Sea Witch in some big trouble. The Hex and the kill. Very quick kill there. Chim's doing some good damage though, knocking down these Tauren fast. Trying about to get knocked down here. 3 Chims up in the air, 4 in fact, doing some big damage, but they're about to fall. And there we go, Metamorphosis. Demon Hunter going to town now. Orc being careful, knocks down a couple Chims and now trying to escape. Got the Dryads there with the chase down. Blade Master in a bit of trouble. Chim coming across. One more hit and he's dead. Looks like he's going to go for a Zeppelin escape.
I laugh in the face of danger.
Whoa. Gets out of there. That was super close. I think one more hit from the Demon Hunter and Metamorphosis, thanks to that chaos damage, would have got the kill there. Very, very close call. But did manage to knock down that Night Elf expansion, so now they're mining equally. Again. Is he going for the slow res or is he going for the buyback? Looks like the slow res, about 2/3 done now. So up until then, he's probably going to play it cool. Only got 1 Chim coming out now. Kami also licking its wounds. Both players try and stay under 50 for a little bit, milk their single gold mine for a little bit more. And look at this. Daring play from Infi, sending a Spirit Walker down here, finds a Tauren corpse, and picks it up. Very easily could have backfired there. Could have lost his Spirit Walker, but pays off. Another Tauren. And now his army's looking way, way stronger than Colorful's. Close to 10 food up. Thanks to that kind of move. Oh, Fire Lord coming into the mix. Oh, weird choice. He's gone for Soul Burn. Oh, level 6 on the Blade Master with that kill. Might have trouble keeping enough mana with the Demon Hunter around for Blade Storm, but maybe at the start of the next fight we could see it. Not that many ground units at the moment though, so
we're under attack.
Probably not. Okay, Tree of Eternity finally walked itself over to the expansion position, getting interrupted there by the Blade Master. Has to run away at the threat of the Night Elf army. No dust at the moment, so can't really effectively kill him. And here we go, Tiny Great Hall on this expansion position now.
We're under attack.
Bit of a distraction here from the Blade Master. Oh boy, and now he's mana burned. This could be tough to get away. He spreads his Dryads out. Go for the Staff out, a lot of damage. That Staff out seemed really fast. thought he could potentially... I don't think he would have ever died, but I thought he could have at least got to a low number of health. Thanks for that damage from the Chimera. Speaking of Chimera, we've got 5 of them now. Zeppelin spots them coming across. Here we go, big fight coming in. Colorful about 10 food behind still though. Not sure this is the best timing for him to be fighting, but maybe he just wants to make use of Superman. Metamorphosis. He's got a healing potion, but he's getting focused down like crazy. Even Superman might not be able to take this much damage. Staff out. Okay. And the rest of the army to fend for itself. Jim's getting focused, and we're going to see a town portal out. 1 Chimera went down. I think he lost 2 Tauren? Maybe even 2 or 3. Doesn't have enough mana on that Spirit Walker for a revive, actually. That could be costly. Looks like he's kind of abandoning the Tauren now.
Ready to ride.
I don't know if any more Spirit Walkers either. Looks like they're gonna stay dead this time. That could be a big deal. It's kind of transitioning a little bit more into the Headhunters.
Work complete.
And the Wind Riders to counter the Chimps. He's not going to have quite such a big front line anymore. Here we go, finally they fall away. It looks like it had to... Because we don't have a observer in this game. So have to wait until they get spotted by the Blade Master before the trees disappeared. I thought somehow he'd like managed to sneak these in here, like maybe he like ate a tree into the woods and then put the chim roosts down trying to hide them, but it's just a small graphical bug.
May my ancestors watch over me.
Okay, Tauren coming in. Ooh, and Venom Spears. That is so nasty on those Wind Riders. Demon Hunter back up. He's got the Invol this time. Should be able to stand the fight a little bit longer. I imagine Superman's ready to go. The Metamorphosis. So here we go. Getting underway. Blade Storm and straight town portal. Ooh, one dry down. Gets out of there with the other one. Okay. Well, maybe he's just trying to bait the Blade Storm.
Research complete.
Felt like the Blade Storm wasn't that devastating. Oh, there we go. Does find a Tauren corpse there. I couldn't even see that at that stage. Yeah, those Venom Spears, man, the damage lingers for so long.
Our gold mine is running
Okami
low.
coming across to try and clear the expansion. 2 raiders. Should get through it at a reasonable pace. Night Elf army not in a position to defend. Looks like he's on a town portal in. Speed scroll out. No Dryads for the Dispel and the Slow Poison, so... Okami might be able to get away here. Oh, focus fire onto the Demon Hunter Invol pot. And here we go, we're underway. Chims blasting through the ground units quickly, but the Wind Riders are there and they're dishing out to the Chims fast. So the Headhunters. Chims falling, dropping like flies, but the Orc army can't portaling out. Knocks out 1 more Chim on his way out. I think he knocked down 3 Chimera in that fight. Took minimal losses and then town portals away to safety to avoid the Metamorphosis, just clearing out the remainder of his army. So a bit of rock, paper, scissors going on at the moment. But it feels like the Wind Rider is actually going to be really effective. So pretty effective against the Dryads as well. Obviously they're blasting through the Chimera. And yeah, Metamorphosis down. Looks like the Orc army are going to come for another assault on the expansion. Night Elf army also heading to the north. Gonna try return the favor. We got a tower up here. The fortified armor as well. Zeppelin spots the Narif army coming across. We're gonna see a little bit of a base race here, maybe. Oh, looks like he's got the corrosive breath upgrade on his Chimera. We'll knock through that tower pretty quickly. The two on the Fire Lord there. And there we go. Tree of Eternity going down. Tower portal back. And the fight is underway. There's Windrise putting out a lot of damage. Chimera goes down almost immediately. So is the Fire Lord. Good crowd control on the Demon Hunter. And look at these Wind Riders chopping through the Dryads so quickly. We've got the Mountain Giants left over. But they're not going to last long. 6 on the Naga Sea Witch. Good Fork Lightning there. But without the Metamorphosis, Colorful just cannot seem to win this fight. And there we go. Demon Hunter goes down. And that's it. Well, I feel like it was the late game transition into the Wind Riders with the Envenom Spears that really turned that game around. Very impressive stuff, but what a cool match. Chimera, Tauren getting revived. Late game armies going to war. Good game, good game. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another installment of Warcraft Wednesday. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.